Little Joy grew up fast. She was always laughing and playing. Ezine and John were proud parents, and they loved watching their daughter grow. Ngozi and David visited often, bringing gifts and playing with Joy. They were like a big family, and their bond grew stronger every day. One sunny afternoon, Ezine and Ngozi sat together in the garden, watching Joy play with her toys. As they chatted, Ezine remembered the time when she had worried about Ngozi visiting John. She smiled and looked at Ngozi. "I remember the day I was worried about you and John," Ezine said. "I thought something was happening between you two." Ngozi laughed softly. "Yes, I remember. But we were just talking about you and how much John loved you." Ezine nodded. "I'm so glad I trusted you. Look at us now, we're still the best of friends." Ngozi smiled. "Trust is so important, and I'm happy you found the love of your life in John." Just then, David and John came over, carrying lemonade for everyone. They all sat together, enjoying the afternoon breeze under a mango tree. Little Joy ran to her father, and John lifted her into the air, making her giggle. David turned to Ngozi and said, "I've been thinking, maybe we should have a little one too." Ngozi smiled brightly. "That would make me so happy." Ezine and John cheered for their friends. "A new little friend for Joy," Ezine said. "That would be wonderful." Time passed, and soon Ngozi and David welcomed a baby boy into the world. They named him Ethan. He had bright eyes and a big smile, and Joy was so excited to have a new friend to play with. The two families grew even closer, spending more time together and helping each other out. Now Joy and Ethan would play in the garden, chasing each other and laughing. Ezine, Ngozi, John, and David would watch them, feeling thankful for their happy lives. There were no more worries, just love, trust, and lots of joy. Love and friendship grow stronger when we trust each other and share our happiness. With love, there is always more room for joy in our hearts. Ethan represents the new beginnings that come from love and friendship. Joy and Ethan together show how love can spread from one family to another, creating a bigger circle of happiness. As the years passed, Joy and Ethan became best friends, just like their parents. They loved playing together, running through the fields, and making up games. They shared everything: toys, laughter, and even little secrets. Ezine, John, Ngozi, and David watched their children with joy in their hearts, knowing that the friendship they had built was now being passed down to the next generation. One day, when Joy was a little older, she came home from school with a sad look on her face. Ezine noticed right away and asked, "What's wrong, Joy?" Joy sighed and said, "Today, some kids didn't want to play with me. They said I couldn't join their game." Ezine knelt down next to Joy and hugged her. Sometimes people don't understand how to be kind. But you are a wonderful person, and it's their loss if they don't want to be your friend. Later that day, Ngozi and Ethan came to visit. Joy told Ethan what happened, and he hugged her tightly. "Don't be sad, Joy. I'll always be your friend," he said. "We can play together forever." Joy smiled at Ethan, feeling a little better. Ezine and Ngozi exchanged a knowing look. They remembered how they had always been there for each other, just like their children were now. EZINNE said to Joy, "True friends are like family. They stick by you no matter what. Ethan is your friend, just like Ngozi is mine. And you will find more friends who love you for who you are." Joy nodded, feeling grateful for her family and her best friend, Ethan. As time went on, Joy made new friends, and her heart grew even bigger with love and kindness. She learned that real friends like Ethan and her family would always be there for her, even when others weren't kind. One evening, when the sun was setting, EZINNE, John, Ngozi, and Davy sat outside watching Joy and Ethan chase fireflies. The soft glow of the evening light wrapped around them, and they felt a deep sense of peace. John turned to David and said, "We've been through so much, but look at how happy we all are. Life has a way of working out when we trust and love each other." David smiled and nodded. "Yes, our families are stronger because of our friendship and love." EZINNE and Ngozi looked at each other, knowing that their bond had not only made their lives richer, but had also created a world of love and support for their children. True friendship, love, and family are the strongest bonds. Even when the world is unkind, the people who love you will always be by your side, lifting you up and helping you grow. Joy and Ethan's friendship represents the next generation of love and trust. The fireflies they chase symbolize hope and light, even in dark times.